Hello children, today we are going to study about lesson 3 input and output devices. Just as our bodies have many parts like our eyes, nose, mouth, ears and many others, computer also has many parts like the keyboard, mouse, CPU, printer, hard disk, pen drive and so many others. These parts of a computer are put into three groups: input devices, output devices, and storage devices. Today, I will be teaching you about input devices. So, that is lesson 3 input and output devices. We learn what is happening around us from our sense organs. What are sense organs? The sense organs are the parts of our body with the help of which we understand what is happening around us. So now which are our sense organs? Eyes. The eyes which help us to see what is happening around us. Ears which help us to hear all the sounds around us. Nose which help us to smell. Skin which helps us to feel. You touch some water or some other substance and you can understand whether it is hot or cold with the help of your skin. Similarly, to make the computer do what we want it to do, we need input devices like keyboard, mouse and microphone. Now, if I want to do something like, say let us I want to type a letter. If I want to type a letter on the computer, the letter will not appear on the computer by itself. I will have to type it on the keyboard. Or suppose I want to draw something. Now the drawing will not appear on the computer screen by itself. I will have to draw it. And how will I draw it? The easiest and simplest way is to use a mouse. So keyboard, mouse, microphone, these are input devices. These are not the only input devices. We also have scanners, we have barcode readers, optical mark reader, joystick for playing games, and many more other input devices. In this chapter, however, we will study about only 3 input devices: the keyboard, the mouse, and the microphone. At the bottom of the screen, you can see one nice definition of input devices. The devices of a computer that are used to enter data in a computer are called input devices. The first input device about which we are going to talk about is the keyboard. A keyboard has many buttons which are called keys. You know, these are called keys, these are keys, these are keys, these are all keys. A keyboard is used for typing letters, words, numbers and special characters. Okay. Now let me start a program. Let me start WordPad. You may remember in class 1 last year, you had been using this program called WordPad to type. Now, here I am going to do a quick revision of typing. Now, if I want to type some words, I will use these keys. These are called letter keys or alphabet keys. If I type B, A, T on my screen, I will get bat. If I want to rub that, I will use this key, backspace. I will use this key, backspace, and rub it. If I want to type numbers, I will use these keys, 5, 6, 56. I can also type numbers with the help of these keys. These are also number keys. This part of the keyboard is called the numeric keypad. Then you also have keys like space bar and enter, shift. Space bar, you remember, is to give a space. As I press the space bar, the cursor moves without typing anything. And what are special symbols? These keys. Look at these keys. What is this? This is not a letter. This is not a number. These are something called special characters. These are special characters. This is the comma. This is the full stop. This is the slash. Let me press them. Okay. There is our screen. Let me now press question mark. Comma, full stop, slash. And we get comma, full stop and slash. Let me now close Wattpad. And let me start my PowerPoint again. And now a quick recap. A keyboard has many buttons which are called keys. A keyboard is used for typing letters, words, numbers and special characters. A standard keyboard has 104 keys. This is a standard keyboard. The keyboards in the computer room are also standard keyboard and they have 104 keys. The next input device we are going to talk about is the mouse. A mouse has two buttons. Where are the buttons? These are the two buttons. This part is called a button. This part is called the button. This is called the left button. This is called the right button. This wire is what connects the mouse to your CPU box. This is a long wire. You can connect it to the back of the CPU and also to the front. It is used to point, move and select any item on the monitor. It helps us to draw. You know that very well. Last year in class 1, in the second semester you had done paint and using the mouse you had drawn face, house, flowers and so many things. Now what is all this? It is used to point, move and select any item on the monitor. It is used to point, move and select. Now I will show you what is the meaning of point, move and select. Okay. Now look at my mouse. I am moving the mouse. And as I am moving the mouse, this arrow is also moving. Do you remember what this arrow is called? Do you? This arrow is called the pointer or mouse pointer. These small pictures you see, these are called icons. Now when I move the pointer over one such icon, I am pointing to it. Now I am pointing to video lessons. Now I am pointing to computer class 5. Now I am pointing to print. Then what is select? When I take the pointer here and I press the left button of the mouse. Look, it is now selected. It is now selected. If I press the mouse button again, it is now no longer selected. Now what is move? Let me move something. Yes. Here is an icon called this PC. Let me move it. I am going to press the mouse button, but I am not going to lift my finger. In that way I am going to move the mouse. See how I am moving it? And as I am moving, the icon is also moving. See, now I have moved it. Okay? So that is what is the meaning of point, select and move. Let me start my program again. Oh, that was a mistake. So a revision of what we learned so far. A mouse has two buttons. It is used to point, move and select any item on the monitor, and it helps us to draw. The next and last input device we are going to study about is the microphone. On the left hand side you can see this picture of the microphone, and there is a long wire, and this is what will fix the microphone to your computer. This part you will fix into the USB slot. You know what is the USB slot? The slot in which you fix your pen drive, that is called the USB slot. So what is a microphone used for? Now first of all, the microphone whose picture you see here can only be used, need only to be used with desktop computers. You don't need to fix this to your mobile, do you? Because your mobile already has a microphone. You don't need to fix this microphone to your tab. A tab already has a microphone. And a laptop also doesn't need a microphone. This laptop of mine has an inbuilt microphone. Now near the keyboard, do you see the small tiny key, tiny hole? This tiny hole below the Alt key, that is the microphone of the laptop. So a smartphone, a tab or a laptop doesn't need a microphone, only desktop computers need. A microphone is used to record voice and different sounds into a computer. You need a program also for that is called sound recorder. It also helps us to talk to our friends through internet. Now I think even class 2 children know what is video calling. You need Skype or Google Duo or WhatsApp to make video calls to people. Now video calling most people do using a smartphone, but you can also do it with the help of a desktop computer. But then you would need this microphone, and you will also need something called a web camera, which is again another type of input device. Here are some assignments. Assignments are there on page 29. Assignments are there on page 30. Please do these assignments in your computer book. This is the end of today's video. I'll be back with another video for class 2 next week, and that is next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, and in that video we will be studying about output devices. Till then, goodbye and have a nice time.